Hi, I'm Jordan Shalhoub for ICTV. I'm here with Antomio Lytle, who will be leaving Iona after 3 years at the end of this semester. And we just wanted to get his reflection on his time here and talk to him about his future endeavors. Hi, Antonio.
Hello, Jordan.
So, you've been here for 3 years. What was your first impression coming to Iona?
My first impression of Iona was its rich history and mission. One of the things I recall vividly from my interview was walking through each of the buildings on my first campus tour and seeing the Iona mission statement on each of the walls. I think that speaks volume to an institution that's trying to live its mission, and I think that in my experience, that's something I've truly seen is through the different clubs and organizations I work with, through the individual students that I engage with. A lot of them are really centered into service, and they understand the importance of why service exists. And I think that speaks a lot to our founder, Blessed Edmund Rice, and what his mission was over in Ireland.
What have been some of your responsibilities while you've been here?
Wow. Okay. So when I first started, one of my primary responsibilities was the advisor to the Council for Creek Governance, which I work with the Council for Creek Governance Executive Board. At that point, we had 12 members, and I pretty much advised them on all the governance structures for fraternities and sororities on campus. Another part of my position was public relations, so I was responsible for sending those pesky "This Week at Iona" emails every week, which was something I enjoyed doing, as well as making sure that all the club organizations and our office websites were up to date with current information. Another function, that magical electronic sign that you see out on the Mozilla field, that was also something that I was responsible for changing and making sure the information on there was accurate and represented all of the campus life events and programs that were happening. Another function of my position was spirit and wellness initiatives. So I coordinated all of our wellness programs throughout the Hines Athletic Center. So we had, when I first started, we had we had tap, and we had salsa dance and hip hop jazz, and we had cooking lessons. And so that program has actually grown tremendously, and where we've added at least 9 to 10 additional classes in my time here, so that's been awesome to work with that. And then from the spirit initiatives, I work with all of our campus club sports, so rugby team, cheerleading team, and a dance team. So that kind of rounded up my first year here. Into my second year, I added on the performing arts groups, and so I added the players and the singers. And then into my third year, I added the pipe band. Right. So now I have all of the performing arts programs, fraternity and sorority life, spirits and sports clubs, wellness initiatives, and public relations. So it's been a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot to take care of.
Busy.
What do you think was your favorite part?
Oh, that's hard. I think each of the function areas I've worked with has had a place in my heart for at least a semester where I've been able to really dedicate some time into building the program and seeing the program grow. I would say when I first started, my focus was primarily on fraternities and sororities because that was something that I'd had a mindset for. I was at my previous institution, I was the coordinator of fraternities and sororities, so I was already really prepared to do that job. And then so I focused on them, got them to a level, and then within my second and my third year, I really then started to work with my second year. I really helped build up the rugby program and got the cheerleaders and dance team to a basic level of expectations and performance-wise. So they were like my second year, and then in my third year, I've really been able to work more with the performing arts programs. And little by little, I integrate all the other areas of my job in there as I can. So I wouldn't say that one is ultimately my favorite. I would say that throughout my time here, I've had special moments with each of the organizations I've worked with, and they've been my favorite at some moment in time.
Well, that's awesome. So where are you headed now that you're leaving Iona?
Okay. I'm going to start a position at Widener University. It's in Chester, Pennsylvania, right outside of Philadelphia, and I'll be the director of student engagement there. So very similar to my functions here, except it's probably cut in half. So I'll be working with alternative spring break programs. So kind of a combination of what campus ministry does with the mission trips. I'll be coordinating those programs. I'm building a late night initiatives program, which was a part of my job responsibilities when I first came actually as well. And I'll be building their program from scratch and then just working with student activities and going and doing big concerts and things like that.
So, do you think there's any like last words you have for Iona? Any final statements?
Wow, it's difficult for me to leave Iona as it's been a wonderful 3 years. It's been a wonderful time for me to engage with colleagues, faculty members, staff members, students, parents, alum. Like I think in my position, I would say I've had the opportunity to engage with every constituent of Iona College, and that's been awesome. It's really been awesome, and it saddens me to leave at this time as we're embarking on a new strategic plan. But I think Dr. Nair and his cabinet have a wonderful, wonderful goal, and I think that they have a vision to continue being the great institution that Iona is. And I think with that, my only like feedback or quote would to stay strong, stay the mission-driven institution that we've always been. Remember our roots and where we come from and how we were founded, because I think that that's what keeps Iona the place it is, and it keeps it as a home, and where we all see ourselves and we all can change and grow and become comfortable with the world around us.
That's awesome. Well, thank you very much,
No
and good
problem.
luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you, and good luck to Iona.